Well, I just got back from McDonald's. Actually, I ordered a quarter pounder without cheese because that's one of the items I haven't had yet. And I got a quarter pounder with cheese by mistake. But that's okay, I'm only on day 10 and I'm getting close to getting all the sandwiches eaten. So it doesn't really matter, I can always get a quarter pounder without cheese next week. Going underneath one of these big trees that some of the birds jump out of at night. In fact, one just did a second ago, which is what made me think of it. The tree right up here. Bird drove out and went fishing. I think he caught a fish. Pretty much what I do, row up and down the lake at night. Wyatt, tell me a little bit about yourself.
What do you want to know?
You have a world record, don't you?
Yes, I like you have a world record, Guinness World Record.
What did you do?
I paddleboarded from Miami, Florida to Jacksonville, 345 miles on a prone paddleboard, 18 feet long, and it took 10 days.
Wow. I have to ask you one question. If you wanted to get really, really, really fat in 30 days, what would you do? What would you do?
Well, I would stop working out, because I work out every day, at least an hour a day. I would eat as much junk food, ice cream, cakes, pies, as I could possibly get in one day. I would do it as much as possible.
McDonald's mini-size me diet, which means eat McDonald's food and that's all you get. You can eat as much as you want, but you're required to eat at least 3 meals a day. In the real world, everybody has to work. And in my case, I had to work till 8:30 tonight, working on a dock, trying to get it done before dark, which I didn't, so I have to go back again tomorrow. I don't get to sit around and only walk 5,000 steps per day, which really isn't going to burn any calories and is definitely going to jeopardize the weight gain and cause McDonald's to look bad, which is exactly what Spurlock was trying to do.
When I was on a bicycle trip in China, they all worked in the fields, walked where they went, carried what they had to carry to work. They rode bicycles, sometimes they were mopeds, but they led a very vigorous physical life working in the fields. They only ate foods that they prepared for themselves. And when you get to the big cities like Beijing or Canton, you find people who are riding cars everywhere they go and eating diets, Oriental or Occidental, and they're fat like the rest of us. Really, I think the biggest problem in America for our health, the cars are killing us. If we had to ride our bicycles wherever we went or walked where we had to go, we'd be a lot healthier.
It's kind of a cool place.
You heard about the Eskimos? All they get to eat is whales and seals. There's blubber and meat. That's their entire diet. There are no vegetables in the diet. There's not a piece of broccoli up there. But they need it. It's because they live a very active lifestyle. Because they're shivering all the time, hunting for their food. There they work and hunt and fish all the time to stay alive. And they're healthy despite the diet just being made of blubber.
Really? He puts his health on the line? I think he does that on purpose. You know, he eats 5,000 calories and that's it. He doesn't exercise or anything. He puts his own health on the line. If you eat 5,000 calories of anything and not exercise, you're looking for trouble. I don't really work out like a youngster because I really can't anymore. My knee hurts so I can't run anymore.
It's hardly 4.8. 7. 48. Oh, you didn't finish. 25. 26. 22. Water, give me water. Okay. BMI high.
118 over 72 and 64 is my heart. Well, I finished the dock and now I'm gonna finish painting the house back there, the drip edge that I put on the other day. And then I'll be done with this job. And then I'm going to run over to McDonald's and see if I can get that quarter pounder. This will be my 4th time trying to get a quarter pounder. I don't pay attention. I just say quarter pounder and a bunch of other stuff, and I get my food and it's quarter pounder with cheese. I don't need a quarter pounder with cheese. On the menu, I already have that 4 times. Now I need to get a quarter pounder without the cheese. Anyway, that's my goal of the night. Just got back from biking, and right now I'm working on the blog. I blog every night, probably about this time. It's probably it's 10:37 now. This morning I weighed the lowest I've weighed since I started. I weigh 173.3. That means I've lost a total of 4.7 pounds. So what I do every day is I keep track of my what I eat on the placemat. They out in the back has all the list of most of the items. There's some items they don't have on here, like I don't know, milk. So in fact, all they have is the small drink sizes. They don't even have the big drink sizes or mediums or whatever. S'mores, chocolate dip cones weren't on here, and the Rolo McFlurry are not on here. Just before I go to bed every night, I drink usually about 2 glasses of water. That way I'm not so dehydrated when I get up in the morning. You're a personal trainer, and now you're in med school. Is it better to eat healthy and do little exercise, or to exercise like crazy and eat a lot of fast food?
Well, neither one of those is probably ideal, but if I had to choose one or the other, the diet is probably more important to overall health than exercise. Both of them have huge positive gains, but in the long run, keeping those arteries clean by eating healthy is probably going to do more benefit than just eating tons of fast food and exercising all the time.
So you think it's more a long-term thing rather than a short-term benefit?
Yeah, I think nutrition in the long run is huge. How easy is it to eat 500 calories of, fast food? It takes you seconds. It takes you hours to burn off 500 calories.
So in short, what are you really saying?
In short, the best thing to do is eat healthy and exercise. It doesn't have to be a ton of exercise, but just a little bit of exercise and a great diet will be the ideal situation.
I noticed you're drinking fat-free milk.
Yeah, less saturated fat. Almond milk's probably the best for you, but this is a good substitute.
And again, one of the first things I do in the morning after I weigh myself is try to get a drink of water. Maybe not a full glass, half glass, something like that. I think it helps to fill me up so I'm not so hungry in the morning. Not that I'm hungry now, because I'm not, but if I didn't drink the water, I probably would be getting hungry earlier than I do. Well, I strongly disagree with Spurlock's philosophy.